Okay, welcome back to another episode of Jersey Boy Reviews, and today is July 4th, so happy July 4th, everybody. Today we're going to do a video of the top 10 villains that we would like to see in future films, and the top 5 villains that we don't want to see in future films. And this is going to be pretty much DC oriented, and the villains that we're going to choose from is going to be from Batman's Rogue Gallery. So let's dive right into it. I'm also going to try and avoid the villains that we've already seen, or villains that have already been featured, like let's say in the animated series or the TV shows or the movies. But it's really hard because they've covered a lot of villains already. So let's get right down to the list. Top 10 villains that I want to see in my future Batman films. So let's start it off with the one-eyed mercenary himself. That's Slade Wilson, Deathstroke. He was originally a Teen Titan villain. I want to see him on the big screen because he's such a cool character, and I want to see pretty much an on-screen hand-to-hand battle between him and Bat. Let's go to number 2. Number 2, Mr. Oswald Chesterfield Cobblepot. And as you guys know, or may not know, that is the Penguin. The Gentleman of Crime. When I first saw Batman, I think it was Batman Begins. No, it wasn't Batman Begins. I think it was Batman Returns or something like that. It was one of the old school Batman films. I remember the Penguin was portrayed by Danny DeVito, and that was the creepiest villain that I have ever seen, like pretty much on the silver screen. And if they can do something like that for future films, I think it'll look pretty great. So yeah, Danny DeVito, come back as the Penguin. All right, number 3, and these are in pretty much no particular order. I'm just shooting randomly. So Mr. Victor Fries, because that's how it's spelled, or Victor Freeze, whatever you guys want to call him, but it's really Victor Fries. Victor Freeze, aka Mr. Freeze, in the same vein as the Penguin. I saw the movie where Arnold Schwarzenegger played him, and it's been pretty much burned into my memory of how awful that performance was. That was just a horrendous rendition of Mr. Freeze. So I think that it's time to pretty much reboot the character. A character that you guys might not know, unless you watch the animated series, that is Solomon Grundy, yeah, or Cyrus Gold. I think he's gonna start in season 3 of Gotham, but little backstory on him: he's pretty much a giant, almost invulnerable zombie, and who doesn't want to see a zombie? Let's go to number 5. Number 5 is Mr. Edward Nygma, the Riddler. So he's pretty much one of the most enduring villains in Batman's Rogue Gallery. I was really conflicted about putting him on the list, just because he's cool, but not really. So I guess the appeal of the Riddler is pretty much his complex, super genius type of intellect. So I would like to see like an on-screen mental sort of chess match between him and Batman. Excuse me. So let's move on to number 6. Number 6, I would like to see the Red Hood, but the Jason Todd version. Who wouldn't like to see a previous Robin turn to the dark side and pretty much become a murderous psychopath? This guy wants to see it. Let's go on to number 7. Number 7 is pretty much Roman Sionis, or Black Mask. He's a brilliant tactician, strategist, a crime boss with powerful underworld connections. He's skilled in hand-to-hand combat, and he's an excellent marksman too. And I don't know if they've took this thing away from him, but back in the day, he used to be able to control people with his mask or whatever it is he has. He used to be able to control people, but I don't know if they took that out. So yeah, Black Mask. I would definitely like to see him on screen. Number 8. I'm also looking up over here because I'm looking at the list, so don't mind me when my eyes are like shifting and stuff. Clayface or Basil Carlo, the original Clayface. I think his body was originally made out of mud, and the power, he pretty much has like power duplication. He also had the ability to like melt people with his physical contact. And I think that with the technology that we have now would look great on screen. So number nine, Thomas Elliott, or Tommy Elliott, aka Hush. One of the greatest storylines ever. If you have never like read or seen this guy, like a lot of people don't know about Hush because he's just one of those characters. But if you have not seen or heard, you have to pick up this comic book or go on YouTube and they have it there online for free. It's one of the greatest storylines in the Batman mythos. So if you don't check that out and you're a Batman fan, you're definitely doing yourself a disservice. Let's go to number 10. Number 10 is pretty much KG Beast. In Batman vs. Superman, the movie, I think Batman shoots him with like a flamethrower and the flamethrower explodes. So, you know, if he survives that explosion, I think he'll be able to come back with those prosthetics and he'll definitely be able to make a return as some sort of side character or a main villain. So yeah, KG Beast would be a dope villain to see on screen. Villains that I do not want to see on screen. ManBat, no. Maxie Zeus, I don't want to see, even though he could be like some sort of segue into like into Wonder Woman, but no, Maxie Zeus, I just don't want to see him. Condiment King, if they do this, oh my god, it's just gonna be a horrific movie. I would cringe if I see Condiment King. Another one would be Professor Pig, even though he's kind of like he's a really creepy character. He's super creepy, but he's like really out there. He's like way more creepier than like Riddler and even the Penguin. So I think that's just too creepy to even have on screen. The Clock King, we definitely don't need to see him. I think he was already like in the Gotham series. So yeah, we definitely don't need to see him. And last but not least, ManBat. ManBat, we don't need ManBat in any of the films. So some honorable mentions real quick. Victor Zsasz, I do definitely want to see him. To get more into the Batman mythos, I would love to see Joe Chill. If you don't know who Joe Chill is, you're definitely not a Batman fan. Joe Chill, I think he, in one of the renditions of Batman, he's pretty much the guy that kills Bruce's parents. So yeah, Joe Chill, I would definitely like to see him in some sort of like flashback or something like that. Other people, honorable mentions for people that I don't want to see. Catwoman, I'm over her already. She's been in like almost, I know, we're just done with Catwoman. I hate her. And last but not least, honorable mentions that of villains that I do not want to see. It's the ventriloquist. In theory, it sounds pretty cool, but we definitely don't need to see the ventriloquist. So tell me, who's in your top 10 villains that you would want to see in your Batman films? They're pretty much coming up. I think the next Batman film is in what, 2017-ish, and we still don't have a villain yet. So yeah, who's in your top 10, and who is in your top 5 of villains that you do not want to see on film? So let me know. Also, one more thing, Lewis is also gonna have a video of it's gonna be a Marvel version of a Rogues Gallery that we want to see in, let's say, I think it's in Spider-Man Homecoming. So he has a top 10 villains that he wants to see on screen, and also a top 5 that he does not want to see on screen. So I'm going to leave the link in the description below, or I'm either going to put it here on the video. So until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Jersey Boy Reviews. My name is Julian. Catch you guys later.